Hey everyone, it's Algranath here from The Right Way, and today we've got an article on Bounding into Comics about how the woke left is again trying to cancel someone, and this time it is the amazing actor and director Clint Eastwood, one of my favourite actors and directors as I was growing up. Watched a lot of his films, especially some of his spaghetti westerns and his Dirty Harry movies and so on. He's pretty amazing. So why is it being try? Why is he going to be cancelled now, or trying to be cancelled now? I should say, hasn't been actually been quite successful. So the cry macho director Clint Eastwood accused of racism by woke mob for comment made during the 1973 Academy Awards. Oh my God, what year is it now? 2021, and they're going reaching back to 1973. These left-wing nut jobs are just mental. They're just crazy, right? Let's have a look at why they're trying to cancel him from something he said in 1973. I almost fell off my chair when I read this. Academy Award winning actor and director Clint Eastwood has found himself the target of the cancel culture mob over a past comment made by the actor, which has now been deemed racist by woke social justice warriors. What's fascinating, however, is the fact that the comments deemed offensive were made by the Gran Torino director almost 50 years ago at the 1973 Academy. Oh my God, he must have said something really, really racist back then to be trying to be cancelled now, right? In order to understand why social justice warriors are so riled up over Eastwood's so-called racist remarks, one must first understand the context of the events that happened during that year's awards ceremony. That night, Marlon Brando won the Oscar for Best Actor for his performance in The Godfather, but surprised the audience by refusing to accept the award. Instead, Brando invited actress, model, and Native American civil rights activist Sacheen Littlefeather to attend the ceremony in his stead and explain why he chose to refuse his awards. So it seems that Hollywood has been starting to go woke since 1973. I'm representing Marlon Brando this evening, and he has asked me to tell you in a very long speech, which I cannot share with you presently because of time, but I will be glad to share with the press afterwards that he would very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award. She continued, and the reasons for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry and on television and movie reruns, and also with recent happenings at Wounded Knee. I beg at this time that I have not intruded upon this evening, and that we will in the future, our hearts and our understandings, we will meet with love and generosity. So you can see that the Academy Awards has been a place where people can get up and speak their woke nonsense right back from 1973. And so it hasn't been such a thing that is happening lately. So this is the racist thing that Clint Eastwood said. Later in the night, Eastwood was tasked with awarding the Oscar for Best Picture to that year's winner, Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather. It was as he approached the stage to present the award that Eastwood took the opportunity to make a reference to Littlefeather's speech, a reference which has successfully managed to trigger woke social justice warriors nearly 5 decades later. These people they don't give a shit. They just want to go out, be mean, and they want to cancel people. That's all they do. They don't have jobs or anything. They just sit on Twitter all day in their little left-wing bubble, and that's all what they're looking for. If you're on Twitter, get off it. It's just a cesspit. Don't engage with anyone on Twitter anymore. It's just a cesspit for the left-wing nut jobs. Get out of it. You'll have a much better life without it. So this is what he said, which is amazingly racist. I don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford westerns over the years, Eastwood joked as he presented Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather as the winner in the aforementioned category. That doesn't seem particularly racist to me. He's just made a joke out of something that she said. Is that racist now? He didn't say that, all Indians should die or something like that. He didn't say that, and I'm not saying that either. Maybe cowboys could be black cowboys as well as Asian cowboys as well as white cowboys. So it could be any of those. So what's so racist about that as well? It's relevant to note that by this point in time, Eastwood had already been in his fair share of Western films, including Fistful of Dollars, A Few More Dollars More, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, to name only but a few. If you haven't seen those movies, they're really awesome. Great cowboy movies. You should go and watch them. Eastwood's comment recently came under fire after woke political activist Raphael Shumanov shared the clip of Little Feather's speech to his over 50k followers on Twitter. Yep, because Twitter is a cesspit of the left-wing nutjobs. I'm not going to go into what he says. I don't want to give him any extra things, any extra publicity. In an attempt to kickstart a smear campaign against the actor, the woke activist then presented a number of articles, most of which were nothing more than opinion pieces from left-leaning publications who constantly look for things to be offended by, as evidence that Eastwood was an inherent racist. I think they've been trying to go after Clint Eastwood for a long time, but he doesn't give a shit about all of these people, and they haven't been able to get him, but now they're trying to do it, but it's probably not even working as well. So let's go down. So here we go, this is why, right? This fake outrage over the allegedly racist comments made by Eastwood almost 50 years ago, the characters he's portrayed and the movies he has made may have been prompted by the fact that he's one of the few Hollywood celebrities who openly identifies as a conservative and a registered Republican. That is why he's being gone after, right? No doubt about it, that's why. They've been trying to get him for a while, and now they've found something to get him with. That's why they don't like conservative people, they don't like Republicans, they just want everyone to be left-wing nut jobs like they are in Hollywood and in Twitter. Get out of Twitter if you're on Twitter, seriously. Furthermore, most people on social media have responded to the outrage campaign by showing their support, yay, for the 90-year-old actor, so this feeble attempt to cancel Eastwood has been rather futile. Not like Mr. Eastwood would actually care, though. Nah, he doesn't give a shit about these people. He's 90 years old. He's done everything that he needs to do. He doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. Anyway, I thought this was really interesting, how the left-wing nut jobs are just trying to go and cancel everyone. They're not up for having actual proper debate. If they don't get their way, they just toss their toys out of the cot and walk away, and then they just try and cancel people using their left-wing nut jobs on Twitter as well. I said left-wing nut jobs a lot, but that's what they are. That's how I call them. What do you think? Are you in support of Clint Eastwood? Do you think what he said was racist? I'd be interested to know. If you do, that's perfectly, you're entitled to your opinion. I have no problems with it. I'm not expecting you to think the same way as I do, because being conservative means you value all people's opinions, not like the people on the left. So if you want to make any comments, feel free to do so. I'm happy to go into a dialogue with you. That would be awesome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give me a thumbs down. If you like my content, then please subscribe. It just helps my videos to get noticed by the YouTube algorithm. And hopefully I will catch you in the next video.